Did you know that you can get protein from plants? Hi, I'm Nick from Naturally Nick, and today I want to talk about protein. What do you think of when I say protein? Most people think of red meat, lamb, chicken, fish, eggs, but in actual fact, we can get some amazing protein from plants. Now, protein itself is made up of tiny molecules called amino acids. Now, we actually need to get some of those amino acids from the food that we eat because our body can only make about 2/3 of them. So it is important that we eat protein. But in actual fact, we don't need to eat as much protein as we think we do. Because if you're eating enough calories, you're usually getting enough protein. So it's more the fact that if we are eating too much protein, that can be harmful to our bodies. Now, animal proteins in particular can be harmful in that too much can overload the liver, because when the protein is broken down, some of the byproducts can be stressful to our bodies, also be stressful to our kidneys. And what we've recently found out is that red meat in particular in the gut makes us inflamed. And so this inflammatory response has been linked to atherosclerosis, which is why a lot of the heart health promotion is now talking about reducing your red meat intake. So we want to be looking at other sources, definitely cutting back on the amount of animal protein that we're eating, but also increasing our plant sources. Now, one of the most interesting studies that I've come across recently is the blue zones. Now, the blue zones are 5 cultures still living today, and they are the happiest, healthiest, longest living people on the planet today. And yes, they eat animal protein, but they don't eat a lot of it. It's almost like it's a condiment rather than the main meal, whereas, which is what we do. But they all had in common that they ate at least 1 cup of plant protein a day. So what is this plant proteins? Well, we can definitely get some protein from grains, but there's also legumes. You may have heard me talk about these amazing little beans and lentils. They are a source of protein, but they're also a source of complex carbohydrate. And that complex carbohydrate is a resistant starch, which means it resists getting absorbed into the small intestine and makes its way down into the large intestine and feeds your good gut bacteria. So it's almost like it gives them a party. So we used to think that if you were going to be eating mainly plant sources of protein, that you had to eat the right combinations to make sure that you were getting all of the essential amino acids, which are the amino acids that our body can't make, at the same time. So you might have heard this thing where you have to eat beans and rice together. But we've since found out that that's not true. As long as you eat a wide variety of plant proteins, you're going to get all of the essential amino acids that you need. So I would definitely encourage you to start thinking about ways that you can include more plant proteins in your diet. Now, what does that look like? Maybe the next time you're making a spaghetti bolognese, you add a can of not red lentils because they'll disappear, green lentils. They hold their integrity and they're nice and tiny. I bet the family won't even notice. The next time you make a chicken curry, you could add a can of chickpeas. You could experiment and learn how to make a really delicious red lentil dal and add lots of vegetables, lots of chili and garlic and ginger. Just amazing. And just start to experiment with different types of beans and legumes. So if you found that helpful, then comment below or share if you think that someone in your life would appreciate this information. And I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.